everyone, this is Cappuccino. I'm Ramsha Nadeem, and today we will make Semolina Fettuccine. Means we will be making homemade and handmade pasta, fettuccine pasta, also known as ribbon pasta and flat pasta. So it's super simple, and we'll be making it all with semolina. Just 2 ingredients required. That's it. 2-ingredient recipe, guys. So onto a flat surface, it could be a marble, it could be anything flat. Put in your semolina. It's 100 grams of semolina and 1 egg yolk. Make a well in the middle first, and then add in the yolk and mix it all together with a fork or a bench scraper. Let's be simple and use a fork here. Anyways, so this recipe is, I tried it to make it as simple as possible so you can easily multiply it. So per 100 grams of semolina you have to add 1 egg yolk, and by adding egg yolk your pasta dough gets really nice and rich. That's how they do it in the high-end 5-star hotels. The pasta dough includes nice lots of egg yolks in it. That's what makes them really nice and rich. Adding in a little bit of olive oil, just a drizzle, and about 1.5 tablespoons of water, not more than that. This might look really crumbly and dry, but make sure it will be like that at the first sight. You just need to work along with it with your hands and push it down, press it until it gets something like a short crust pastry. Once it looks something like this, all you need to do is work out. You can see it's breaking right now, but once you will work for about 5 to 8 minutes, you just need to push it with the help of your palm, give it all the warmth of your hand, and keep on repeating that step for 5 to 8 minutes. And what this step will gonna do is, we'll combine everything together, we'll activate the gluten in your dough, and the gluten makes it elastic, you know that, right? So gluten is responsible for all the elasticity in your breads and pastas. Once that's done, your dough will look something like this, really hard, dry, but smooth. Once that's done, you need to roll it up and shape it. So just roll your dough nice and long and thin. The key is to make it nice and thin, like paper. It should be paper thin so you can see your dough fingers through the pasta sheet. You should be able to see your fingers, because when you will boil it, of course your semolina soaks up water and it will kind of rise, will get a bit thicker. So make sure your dough is really nice and thin. And now just roll it up and cut into strips. So fettuccine actually means, it's an Italian word basically, and it means thin little ribbons. So little ribbons means it should be little, not like really long and elongated like spaghetti. So make little ribbons, and you can do it with a pizza cutter. I did it with that. You can use a knife. Just cut nice and long flat pasta, but make sure it doesn't need to be perfect, because it's handmade, and handmade should look like handmade, nice and rustic. That's the best part of making a handmade homemade pasta. Also, it tastes good and it's fresh, so what else you need? Just roll it up. I'm just using my fingers to roll. You can see it once again. Simply twist and roll at the same time, and so to get that signature fettuccine shape. Otherwise, once you boil, it all gets like nice and straight, so that doesn't matter, but that's how they do it, just to compact the pasta and give you a nice interesting shape. So once the shape is done, now it's time to boil your water. And this is also a key: while boiling pasta, you need plenty of water in a big pot, along with lots of salt. While salting your water, you must imagine an ocean or a sea. It should be salty, as salty as seawater. That's the key to your pasta, because we don't add salt in our dough. We just add salt while boiling it. So, and a warning, never ever ever, never ever ever add oil into your pasta water because it works like a barrier. I'm just testing one piece so I can, check how much time it takes to boil. Yeah, never ever add oil in your water because that works as a barrier in salt and pasta to soak. Like pasta can't soak up enough amount of salt just because of that oil, and it works nothing. It won't let the pasta, like, you add it because it won't stick. So guys, add more water, use a larger pot to prevent sticking instead of adding oil and preventing salt to soak up in pasta, if you can get my point. Okay, so let this boil for around 5 minutes. Normally fettuccine, the store-bought dried one, takes around 11 to 15 minutes, but this will take 5 to 7 minutes because of course it's fresh and it's really nice, In the meanwhile, you can prepare your base for your pasta sauce or anything. I'm just chopping up some white part of the green onion, some green chilies, some basil leaves fresh from my pot, and some cheese. Of course, the Alfredo and carbonara is really on high demand in my wish list, in my suggestion list, and Alfredo is coming soon, inshallah. I've planned for that, and all I wanted was to show you how to make the basic pasta, which is fettuccine, which we need for Alfredo. So you can do a homemade pasta as well if you don't want to do the store-bought one. So that's the pasta. It's ready. Hope you liked it, and subscribe for a new video every week. Do follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And as always, eat, drink, and think. Bye guys.